Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Chris. We're both part of the MyChesCo team.
And today, we're taking a deep dive into something pretty major here in Pennsylvania.
That's right. We're talking about House Bill 1431. It just got signed into law.
And this is the one that finally ends the state's ban on Sunday hunting. You know, that old rule left over from the 17th century blue laws.
Exactly. It's a big shift. And for you listening, especially in Chester County, this isn't just some abstract law change.
Right. It potentially impacts outdoor recreation, our agricultural communities, local businesses, things that affect daily life around here.
Definitely. It touches a lot of different areas.
So our goal here is, as always, to break this down, make it clear, and hopefully interesting.
Yeah, unpack what it really means.
And if you find this valuable, please do us a favor, hit like, share it, and subscribe so you catch all our deep dives.
Okay, so let's get into it. This historic shift.
Right. House Bill 1431.
Right.
Or it's officially Act number 36 of 2025 now.
That's the one. And what it does, fundamentally, is repeal the parts of Title 34. That's the game code that banned Sunday hunting.
And the part about needing written permission, too, right? That's gone.
That's gone, too. It simplifies things quite a bit.
It's kind of wild to think that a blue law lasted all the way from the 17th century until now.
It really is. A holdover from a very different era.
And here's the thing that gets me. It's happening fast. The governor signed it July 9th, 2025.
And it takes effect September 7th, 2025. So just around the corner, really.
Yeah, hunters will see this change very, very soon.
Governor Shapiro spoke about it. He framed it as being about real freedom.
Freedom to hunt, freedom for families, passing down traditions. I saw that quote.
Yeah, and also about bringing Pennsylvania's hunting laws, into the 21st century, modernizing things.
Makes sense. And the Pennsylvania Game Commission, the PGC, their executive director, Steve Smith, he mentioned the frustration hunters felt, like young hunters with school obligations, folks working 2 jobs, parents trying to juggle family time.
Right. Just the reality of modern schedules. Weekends are often the only time people have.
Exactly. It makes Sunday access a really practical issue for a lot of people wanting time outdoors.
It does. Now, the journey of this bill itself, that's also interesting.
It's how it got through Harrisburg.
Yeah. The prime sponsor was Representative Mandy Steele, House District 33.
Okay.
And Senator Dan Laughlin had an identical bill in the Senate, SB 67, so efforts in both chambers.
And it moved through committees, referred to House Game and Fisheries back in May.
Yep, May 8th. Then it passed the House on June 11th. The vote was 131 to 72.
Pretty solid majority there.
Definitely. Then over to the Senate, passed there June 26th, 34 to 16.
Also strong support.
Very. The House then had to concur on some Senate amendments. That was June 30th, another strong vote, 142-61.
Wow.
Signed in both chambers that same day, presented to the governor July 1st, and approved July 9th.
So what's really striking there is the bipartisan nature of it, isn't it? Those vote counts show support from both sides.
Absolutely. It wasn't just one party pushing it. It clearly had broad agreement.
Representative Steele called it a historic win, right? For forests, for hunters.
Yeah, and she mentioned hunters being on the front line of conservation. More opportunities to participate.
And Senator Laughlin, his take was about common sense reform.
He said it showed that's possible when focusing on shared values. A good sign for collaboration, maybe.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that kind of consensus. Okay, so beyond just more hunting days, what are the broader impacts?
Well, a huge one is for the Pennsylvania Game Commission itself.
How so?
The law gives the PGC basically full authority now to decide which seasons can include Sundays.
Instead of just those 3 specific Sundays they used to designate.
Exactly. Now they can look at the biological data, hunter feedback, and make decisions season by season, species by species, potentially. More flexibility.
That's a big change from just 1 Sunday in archery, 1 in rifle, and 1 other.
A very big change. And then there's the economic piece.
Right. You mentioned impacts on businesses.
Hunting in PA, it's not small potatoes. It contributes over $1.6 billion annually.
Billion. Wow.
Yeah. Supports over 15,000 jobs, generates millions in state and local taxes.
That's significant. And I think I read Pennsylvania has the 2nd most licensed hunters in the country.
That's right, around 850,000 licensed hunters. Only Texas has more.
So expanding access to Sundays, the thinking is that boosts spending. Local shops, restaurants, gas stations.
Precisely. More hunting days likely means more spending at those local businesses, especially in rural areas like parts of Chester County.
And it helps conservation funding, too, you said.
Yeah, because conservation efforts are largely funded by those license sales. Keeping hunter numbers steady, or even growing them slightly, is crucial for funding wildlife management.
And PA has managed to keep sales steady even with limited Sunday hunting since 2020, while other states saw drops.
That's what the report suggests, yeah. So this could potentially strengthen that trend.
Okay, what about the agricultural side? Farmers.
That's another key benefit highlighted. Agriculture Secretary Russell Redding. He called it a meaningful step forward for Pennsylvania's farmers.
Because of crop damage.
Exactly. He said crop damage from wildlife, especially deer, is a real toll on farms. More hunting opportunity could help manage those populations.
Finding that balance.
Right. And Dan Sneath from Hunter Nation also mentioned finding common ground between farmers and hunters on this issue, working together.
Makes sense. Okay, but whenever you expand access like this, the question of landowner rights always comes up, trespassing concerns.
And the bill addresses that directly. It wasn't just about opening up Sundays. It also strengthened the laws against trespassing.
Okay, that's important. So how did they do that? What changed?
Well, for one, the law now explicitly mentions those purple paint marks on trees or posts as official notice against trespassing.
Ah, so there's no ambiguity there. If you see purple paint, you know you shouldn't be there.
Correct. And the penalties for certain trespass violations got bumped up. From a summary offense, kind of like a ticket, to a second-degree summary offense, more serious.
And potential loss of hunting license?
Yes. Violations can mean losing your hunting privileges for up to a year.
A whole year.
Or even 3 years if you, refuse to leave when told. And if you're a repeat offender within 7 years, it could be a 5-year forfeiture.
Okay, those are definitely stronger deterrents. But how does it balance making sure landowners feel secure without unfairly penalizing hunters?
That's a fair question. The law does state that privileges are restored immediately if charges are dismissed or if someone's found not guilty.
Ah, okay, so there's due process involved. It's not automatic and permanent if there's a mistake or misunderstanding.
Right. It tries to strike that balance, protect property rights, make the rules clear, but also ensure fairness.
Gotcha. Were there any other sort of smaller changes in the bill worth noting?
A few, yeah. It tweaked the Game Commission's structure slightly to ensure at least one member represents agricultural interests. Gives farmers a guaranteed seat at the table, so to speak.
That ties back to the crop damage issue.
It does. Also, it added natural deer urine back as a lawful hunting method, but only if it meets specific testing criteria for chronic wasting disease, CWD.
Ah, the CWD prions, that's a big concern for deer health, so safety protocols there.
Right, important health measure. And finally, it set up a self-reporting system for deer taken for crop damage control. Better data collection, essentially.
Okay, so wrapping this all up then, this House Bill 1431, it's really a landmark change for Pennsylvania hunting.
No doubt about it, a big shift.
It seems like it's trying to balance that hunter freedom and tradition the governor mentioned with economic benefits, conservation funding, and crucially, landowner rights.
Yeah, it's a pretty comprehensive approach addressing several interconnected issues at once. A long time coming, as many have said.
Definitely feels like the end of an era with that old blue law finally off the books.
It does. And maybe a thought for you, the listener, to take away from this. Yeah, what does this expanded Sunday hunting really mean for the future? How will outdoor recreation and land management evolve? And how will the Game Commission use that new authority, balancing the access with the science, the biology, and community input?
That's a great question. How that balance plays out moving forward will be key. Something to keep an eye on.
For sure.
Well, thank you for tuning in to this deep dive, everyone. And a special thank you goes out to Joe in West Bradford Township for listening.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Remember, for all sorts of Chester County news, information, local events, everything, head over to MyChesCo.com.
And don't forget, we drop a new deep dive like this every Monday.
We'd love to hear what you think about the Sunday hunting change, so please leave your comments below wherever you're listening.
Let us know your thoughts.
Thanks again for joining us.
See you next time.